Tony Harvin Network. I greet everybody upon this morning. Hope everybody's doing well for the most part. Y'all know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please do not lay claims of those titles on me. We're not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement, or any type of privacy guidelines at all. Shout out to everybody who's going to join this live now, in the middle, and those who want to catch it when it uploads to YouTube. What's up, the Christmas Span, man? Shout out to you. Hope all is well, man. Appreciate your work that you do on YouTube and Facebook and any other platforms that you push the videos out for the most part. What's up to Lucas Rodriguez? If that's how you pronounce your name, forgive me if I mispronounce it. Shout out to you. What up to Suzanne Miller? Shout out to you. What's up to what up to Levy? Appreciate that. Willie Timpson. He says hope everyone is well for sure. Appreciate that. What's up to Helena? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What up to Janet Lindsay 9803? He says good morning. Shout out to you. Appreciate that. Everybody else out there. I know people is anticipating service or whatever temples or services you're attending upon this Sunday morning. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. What's up to John? What up, what up, what up? He says greetings to all of God's beautiful children. You said I pray that all is well with you and yours. For sure. Appreciate that. So the reason I was laughing at Willie Timpson comment. I'm trying to. You understand? I don't usually wake up, like really wake up to about, I'd say about 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock is when I'm fully up. You know what I mean? So I might sound a little sleepy, look a little sleepy, but hey, that's just me. All right? What Christmas man says, greetings, brothers and sisters. For sure. I think service should be coming on, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the schedule. More so haven't checked it in a little while. So hopefully comes on the YouTube or what's that, Christian World Media .com, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to check the schedules. I'm going to see if they let me see where they at today. Today's the 7th. I don't see anything on the scheduling as far as them being somewhere. So they might be in Philly today for the most part. Christmas Span said you had a rough week, but you thank God you woke up this morning. I mean, and I think everybody should have that mindset, despite whatever type of week or whatever type of day that they may have, for the most part. You know what I mean? Like you said, you thank God, despite you having a rough morning, and whatnot. It can be tough, I go through things, myself, and I'm pretty sure everybody else does out there. But for the most part, like you said, you thank God. What's up to Nelda B? You says, don't ask if you don't want to know. What you mean by that? I don't get that. You says, don't ask if you don't want to know. Please enlighten me what you're talking about. What's up to Sister Myra? You says, greetings. You says, greetings, Brother Harvin. It's blessed, wonderful Sunday. May you enjoy your day as well. All the brothers and sisters in God today, you wrote. You says, in need. I mean, I still don't really understand what you're talking about. I'm kind of lost. Please help me out. All right. What's up to Brother SV, Philadelphia? Hope all is well. I think I saw something on YouTube this morning. They had a little event out there. They had a little battle rap event out there. I started to click the video. With 15 minutes of fame. I started to, you know what I mean? But I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna click it and whatnot. But I think some event happened out there in Philadelphia that got canceled. You know? Pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. All right, what's up to S. McCummins? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Nelda B says, food and transport. Food and transport? Let me go back to your original comment. It says, don't ask if you don't want to know. And then you says, in need. And then you says, food and transport. So what do you try to imply? Like, I want to know where that come from. You know what I mean? That just came out of nowhere. You wrote that. What's up to Lawrence? Shout out to you, brother SV. You're laughing. Oh, yeah, man. All right, man. All right. YouTube, they know what they doing, man. As soon as I clicked up on YouTube, that was one of the first videos from 15 Minutes of Fame that he had up there, you know, with that situation. You know, so they know what they doing. All right. Anita says, good evening. I was watching a TOG video, which has been just uploaded. Then you came up. I hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, I saw they uploaded I think it was October the 5th video, if I'm not mistaken. What's up to, what is that? I'm just going to call you FM. Shout out to you. No, the B says cabinets empty, car down. You talking about yourself? Are you talking about yourself as far as like, you need food and your car is empty, your car is down? Are you referring to yourself, or are you just speaking in general? I'm trying to get a clear understanding on where you're coming from, and whatnot. You know what I mean? At Nelda B, you know. So I mean, there's many people out there that, you know, maybe hungry and starving and stuff like that, and they don't have no car, or their car down, and things of that nature. For the most part, you know what I mean? But it's like, understand, you know, people go through things and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people on here have been through some things similar to that, as far as like, you know, in need of food, their cars down and stuff like that. And there's, you know, there's places where as though you can get help, you know what I mean, and things of that nature, for the most part, you know. Maybe some individual, if you're serious. Because me personally, I don't trust nobody on here when they say, oh, I need this, I need that. I don't know if they're a real person. I don't know if they're lying. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's just me. A person could sound so sincere on here, but I still don't trust them at all. You know what I mean? But I think it's certain departments in the TOG where as though they provide help and stuff like that, and assistance to people who may need help. You know what I mean? You got to provide certain paperwork, you know what I mean, to make sure you're legit. I'd say that. You know what I mean? All right, what's up to Sister T? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What up to Lorenzo? He says, peace, everyone. All right, you says, no, listen, you coming on here, you saying, you know, you out of food, no cab service. You coming on here. This is the wrong place to like sob. I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? If a person really need help, they would really go out there and look for it, not come on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So that's just one of the red flags, you know what I'm saying, I see among people. If they claiming they need help, they come on the chat room and start to bicker about it. Where there's department, I keep telling people, listen, you're in the TOG, there's places for that to get help. It's mentioned on the broadcast. So it's like, why come on the chat room and say you need this and you need that? Whereas though the preacher man clearly states to people, if you really need help, reach out to the church. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're coming on here, if you're asking people for money, I'm not saying you, if you ask somebody for some money and they got 5 kids or 6 kids or 7 kids, what type of sense does that make when the preacher man said, listen, we can help you over here if you need help with your car note or insurance or anything like that, provide paperwork. You understand that? Provide if you need help with this, if you need help with rent, mortgage, they will help you out. You know what I'm saying? They will help you out for the most part. But coming on here, I don't feel sorry for people who come on here and say they need money. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't be on here. You know what I mean? You know, and you say if you say your car. Listen, here's the thing. Check this out. You say your car is down, so obviously you got a license, right? You got a license. So Lyft or Uber, they can provide you a car to go out there and make some money. You see that? You see the angle where I'm going with this one? You see the angle? You said your car is down. Obviously you have a license. You know what I mean? So you can easily go out there, go get a car from Uber or Lyft, rent it out, and go make some money. Simple. You said, nah, you said not in your area. I don't believe that, man. I don't believe that. Nah, you making excuses now. Now you're making excuses not to go out there and go get it. You know what I mean? All right. What's up to Robin Harris? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. You know what I mean? What's up to Wanda? He says, greetings, brothers. Tony and Chad Mons getting ready for church. He says, I pray all have a blessed day. Peace be unto you all. You said it's a country town. Well, if it's a country town, you're going to have, on a Lyft or Uber, it shows you the popular areas where there's a lot of service over there. So you may have to drive 20 minutes, 30 minutes to an area where there's a lot of rides at. You understand that? All right? What up, Christmas Branson? I need to hear the word. It should be coming on around 12:30, 1 o'clock. For the most part, see what they got to say. This service today should be a wonderful message. What up to ST45? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. You said you said I'm hungry and thirsty for sure. Yeah, I mean, definitely much needed on my end. In general, what you ask me that type of question for? You ask me that type of question. Listen, I'm in the county, huh? I'm in the county right now. You know, I'm going to answer your question. I'm in the county, all right? Yeah, man. What kind of question was that? What up to AG? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. I had the same white walls. You gonna ask me that question? You said you need transportation at Nell to B. I'm not understanding. Like I already told you some things about how Uber, how Lyft work, and all that other stuff, and whatnot. In fact, where are you located? Number one, I ain't asking where you at right now. I'm just asking your in general location. Georgia, I don't know, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, you know, things like that. For the most part, you know. Let me see who else we did. We ain't get. Yeah, you said it's too far to walk. Not in your area, country, town. You says in the country. That's not a location. It's country everywhere. New Jersey, New York, Georgia, Florida. You know what I mean? It's country in all places, for the most part. You know. All right, Marion Holder. What up? What up? What up? He says, please don't try to rip people off this morning. You know, folks are starting early this morning, man. What up to Charlotte Ann? Shout out to you. You says, greetings. I missed out on the 4th. The 4th? You said your birthday was blessed. You missed the evening conversation, but you're here now. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? Nice little light conversation this morning, for the most part. Lorenzo said sketchy. Yeah, it does sound sketchy. Willie Timpson said that's a vague location. I'm in the country, so what? All right, what up to Solid Vision? Shout out to you, Manchester, England. Shout out to Angling. Appreciate that. You says, did not ask for coins. I don't know what you on this morning. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? You says, crazy Ohio. I mean, Ohio, I'd say yeah, for the most part. It's a little crazy out there in certain parts. Especially Canton, Ohio. You know what I mean? Canton, Ohio is crazy. Robin Harris says that person can't even just say the state they're in. You said scammer. Yeah, because you never know who can help you out or who may want to help you out. I'm not going to help you out, but it could be somebody on here who may have a sincere heart, more sincere heart and whatnot, to get some more details from you to help you out and whatnot. But I tell you that right now, I ain't helping you out because I don't trust you. You know what I mean? For the most part, you know what I mean? It's tough to trust individuals, especially over the computer, if they said they need some type of assistance. I send them to the church. I send them to the church for the most part. If I don't know you, and you just got a name over social media, you're talking about, I'm homeless, I ain't got no heat, nothing. Some people come on here and they be like, I ain't got no phone service. Well, what you doing on here? You know what I mean? See, people come on here like that who come and try to scam people off the internet. All right? Robin Harris is like, what's the big deal? Not asking for the direct address, just the state. Christopher Span says, cutoff game strong, for sure. Absolutely. It's not only people over the internet, it could be family members. I mean, it could be those family members who are leeches and always have their hand out. You never hear from them more so. Only when they need and want something from you. You know what I mean? All right, he says, wake up. Well, I'm trying to. AG, what up? You said Chicago got more snow this morning. You said sure love being in Dallas. Well, I mean, that's cool. I mean, but some people like the snow. Some people like the snow for the most part, All right. What up to what is that? Kate Jones, shout out to you. Hope all is well. Frozen Mountain, shout out to you. Hope all is well. Let me check your YouTube page out to the person who made that comment. Let me see, where is it at? What is that? Seek UC? Let me check the YouTube page out. Make sure you ain't no fairy. All right. Okay. What kind of page you got, man? What is this? I don't know about this YouTube channel, man. Yo, why you said, hey, all YouTubers. I don't even want to say this word. Listen, spell it C-O-M-E. Right? C-O-M-E. You know what I mean? You said it's a page. You spell C-O-M-E a different way. Nah, man. Stuff like that. I don't I don't know, man. I look at certain details. I just be like, why you spelled it that way? No way. C-O-M-E. That's how you spell come to my YouTube channel or something like that. You don't spell it the other way. You know what I mean? You don't spell it the other way, man. And then what is this? You got a man in a dress on here, man. What? Nah, man. Nah. Disclosure and Sam Smith. What is this? This is a dude with a dress on. Oh, no, man. Nah, man. That's 2 strikes right there, man. That's 2 strikes. I don't know about that compliment, man. I don't know. Yeah, man. Just certain details. You just be like, gotta make sure this person ain't a fairy, man. No. Ain't get me caught up. All right. Yo, y'all funny this morning. All right, bro. SV says during this season, a lot of scammers are out. Absolutely, scammers, robbers, porch pirates. I was watching those what is those videos when they setting up these porch pirates? They steal a package, and then the package just explodes, and whatnot of like paint, and things like that. You know what I mean? So that videos like that is clapping back at those porch pirates because you could order a PS5 or a certain high quality material, and you got people out there that's watching for certain packages, even the workers, whether they're Amazon worker, post office worker, if they know this is a PS5 or this is a certain type of material that they can steal. You know what I mean? You got people out there that will do that, especially those porch pirates, and whatnot. All right, what's up to Milton Kent? He says, need help, call 911. Got that right. All right. Span says, if you can't conduct yourself as ladies and gentlemen, you're getting the boot. What's up to Brother S? Shout out to you. What's up to Driver Expert? Shout out to you, hope all is well. AG said those porch pirates probably feel entitled to those packages. Yeah, it could be the case. You know what I mean? And that's why more people out there is setting those individuals up. And it's pretty funny, those videos that I see, and whatnot. All right. What up to Cynthia? You says, greetings. Says your heart is aching. You says my grandson tried to unalive himself. Please pray for him. He's in the hospital. Please pray for Alex for sure. We'll do. You know what I mean? We'll do for sure. There's a lot of people out there that they come to that final thought of wanting to unalive themselves for whatever reasons. And people deal with issues out here and things of that nature. There's one person who used to come on here, and I ain't gonna mention his name, whatnot, because I don't know if that was a real person. But if they were serious about unaliving themselves, I mean, it's a sad thing that a person could result to thinking about doing that. And I'm pretty sure some people on here may have had those thoughts or anything like that. And I hope the best for your grandson and whatnot who's in the hospital. Much prayers and blessings unto him and you and your family. All right. Robin Harris says, I wonder where they get those boxes that blow up color in their faces when they steal it. Was trying to find it. Oh man, it might be on Amazon, right? It might be. Let me see that. I think I see it says called a glitter bomb or something like that. I don't know. Dye bomb. It's called a glitter bomb or a dye bomb for package thieves. You know what I mean? Package thieves out there and whatnot. Those are them areas that, people, even though people could steal in any area and whatnot, but you got porch pirates out there who just, they may follow Amazon drivers around or Amazon drivers and stuff like that. They might be in with that type of stuff. You just never know. You know what I mean? But some people get their packages delivered to a certain location in like a lockbox. Certain gas stations may have a lockbox. Lowe's, Home Depot, certain places. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all seen it with the Amazon lockboxes on the outside. Some people have certain packages delivered there, and whatnot. Right? Nell the Beast says, I tithe and give to others. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean. Now the B, you say a scammer. Oh, you says I'm no scammer. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speaking in general that, individuals will come on here in such manner trying to scam the people. You know what I mean? If a person really needed help, they would find a certain, places where to get it. You know, you says thank you. Yeah. Span said those videos be funny when the box explodes. You says, oh, it's so funny. Yep. And you got some of those porch pirates who get upset at the person who plotted that. I mean, how you mad because you tried to steal a box and then the box exploded in your face? You know what I mean? And that's what they get. Who was to say how many times they have done that in general? So you got people out there that do that for a living, go around and stealing packages from people's houses and whatnot. Listen, you ain't had to say that, Nelda B. You ain't had to say that, number one. Yeah, man, you ain't had to say that. For sure. Bruce said, good morning, and back from a 5 mile run. That's what's up, man. 5 miles. That's fighting right there, man. You training for a fight, huh? That's training for a fight running right there. For sure. All right. So you ain't have to say that, Nelda B. I don't know what made you say that. For the most part, that you are and in general. I didn't need to know that. I ain't need to know that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people on here they need to know that either. You know. I'm trying to have a smooth Sunday morning, and whatnot. Willie Timpson says I'm gonna just sit back and keep quiet. It's pretty funny this morning, man. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny this morning for sure. Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to go on the other channel later. I'm gonna try. We're gonna try to do the first channel later, man. I just wanted to check in on the people and whatnot this morning. Milton Kent says the boxes that blow up are dye packs. They explode at movement, and some explode when it hits the air. Oh, dye packs. Dye packs. That'd be a pretty funny prank to the false prophet. That'd be a pretty funny prank to the false prophets out there. Oh, you gave me an idea, huh? You gave me an idea. Uh, uh, uh. Have one of those boxes sent to a false prophet. You know? Thank you. Whoever brought that up earlier, thank you for that idea. Lorenzo says, too early for this. Oh, yeah. Driver says, do they want a spouse over here? What are you talking about? Nelda B says, how many can say that? How many can say what? Would you say you're single and celibate? I mean, what you trying to brag that you're single and celibate? You might be single and celibate physically, but there's still other parts, mentally and emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. So people could come on and speak on a physical sense, but they still may not be in their mind and whatnot. So you can't come on here and say something like that as if you're bragging. You know what I mean? All right, Span says, you says that message you put out about angry, but sin not, man, did something to me. I was angry by the message. You says, but I thank God I did say amen. Won't lie, that message should show, I guess you meant show me some things about myself I didn't know was there. Okay, cool. And that message too, I think I had that message, I don't know when I got that. I had that message for quite a while. And whatnot. But yeah, man, for me too, with anger, and whatnot. Yeah, man. I think I put out another one before that about anger. I'm not too sure. Just been putting videos out left and right on that channel. And we got more to go, man. It's a whole lot more to go. We're putting those videos out. We got a whole lot more, man. What up to Anthony Nelson? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. You says, I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. What's new? And really, man, just maintaining, working, keeping busy for the most part. All right? You said, do I cook codfish? I don't know. I mean, whatever fish I pick out, whether it's whitings, salmon, catfish, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever's there. You know, sometimes I don't pay attention, but for the most part, I stick to whitings. You know, stick to whitings in general. What up, the Truth Talk? Shout out to you. Is that Brother Bakari? That look like Brother Bakari, man. Let me. That look like you, man. In that picture. Is that you? I gotta make sure because it usually come up Tip Time Family. That's what it usually come up as. Oh, okay, you got it. You made a new page, right? Okay, I see. All right, August the 2nd, you made it. All right, Truth Talk with Brother Bakari. All right, cool, man. Yeah, man. Keep it up, man. For sure. Truth Talk with Brother Bakari, man. Shout out to the people, man, who doing, you know, social media with their platforms and whatnot. Brother Bakari, Mr. Ham, Mr. Dunbar, um, TNT, Encouraging Word. Who else is out there? You got C Rock, you got Jude Imperito, you got World Made Simple. He haven't been on in years, but I still shout him out. Bob T, Tyree Lewis. Who else is out there? EFP. I think one of Geno's sons got a channel. Cameron. We got a YouTube channel. And all those others out there who got channels and stuff like that. Keep doing your thing for sure. All right. What up to Mona Lisa? Shout out to you. He says greetings. Tony and TOG family. Oh, you say it's new? It's a new channel. Cool, man. Keep it up, man. You know what I mean? Keep working. You know, you put a video out 4 months ago. I'm looking at. You got some shorts out. That's cool. That's what's up. All right. Okay. I'm looking at it. That's what's up. Virtuous woman. All right. That's what's up. That Brother Bakari, a virtuous woman. You know what I mean? So you got one with it's short with Brother D'Angelo. Shout out to him. He got another one. He got a YouTube channel, Seek Holiness. Brother D'Angelo, Seek Holiness, who does the Truth of God movies and whatnot. You know, shout out to him. Hope all is well. Driver said Geno's son is going to be demised. You said demised? Because he hasn't posted consistent. Well, I'm trying to understand what you're talking about. Demised. Let me look that word up, unless you made a typo in reference to what you just said. Oh, demonetize. That's what you're talking about? Because that word you put up, I mean, one, it says portray as wicked and threatening. So I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you talking about demonetize. I mean, I'm not really, I don't really be concerned about, coins in people's pockets or whatever. But of course, yes, I mean, social media is about, if you're going to do it, of course, it's about consistency. Whether it's with the shorts of regular videos or lives, or whatever. I mean, some people get busy. Some people be too busy to, post content or whatever. I mean, hey, you never know what's going on in people's lives, and whatnot. You say you subscribe to him, man, since then. Shout out to Cameron. It'd be a good thing if he be consistent, you know what I mean? But hey, it can be rough. It can be rough. Truth Talk says you can't go live until you reach 50 subscribers. Oh, I didn't know that, man. I ain't know. Wow, I ain't know that, man. You know what I mean? But you almost there, man. Let me I just had your channel, man. So I'm gonna add like three channels, man. All right. give you like three subscribers at Brother Bakari. So see if we can help you get there. So y'all go add Brother Bakari, Truth Talk. Go subscribe to his channel right now if you like to, and whatnot, things of that nature, for sure. You know what I mean? We look out for the brothers and sisters because there's a lot of wickedness on social media in general. You know what I mean? And it's good that the brothers and sisters are getting channels and using it to help encourage the people, for the most part, and utilizing their skills and talents. In general, I see brother Jay Williams on Facebook cooking, and whatnot. I think I see you cooking or going to doing food reviews at Tip Time Family. You know what I mean, brother Bakari. I see that. EFP Media. Willie Timpson said you're no speller either. Shout out to Willie Timpson. AG says keep getting scam calls. Now I just hang up on first ring. Hey, block him. Driver Expert said his channel is the exchange. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would hope he come on a little more, but hey, like I said, people be busy. They may have work. They may have certain things they have to do besides social media. Because social media could take a lot, man. Doing social media takes a lot. Let me tell you, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to just sit here and just sit in one spot and talk for a whole hour, let alone for hours. It takes a whole lot to feed off the people, or maybe talk about certain topics or what's going on in the world and things like that. Some people may think it's easy to just turn on a camera and make a video. They think it's easy. It's a lot of work, especially if you got to edit it yourself and do certain effects or whatever it goes on to video editing and stuff like that. It's a lot of work, man. It's a whole lot of work, for sure, especially if you're doing everything yourself, recording, video editing, and promoting, marketing. That's another part to doing social media. You know what I mean? And that's where it's at. Promoting and marketing. You could be a good talker. You can have all the skill, all the talent, but the promoting and marketing, you have to promote your videos. You have to market your videos a certain way. Especially if YouTube is not boosting your algorithm up, you have to work for it yourself. All right? Driver says he didn't take long to reach 1,000K subscribers and get monetized. Well, it doesn't take that long for individuals like him. The reason I'm saying that because he's Gino's son. So, but the part is the consistency. That's where it's at. Consistency. That a person has to keep putting out material and whatnot. And of course, knowing how to deal with the woes on social media. You're gonna have people who listen to you, but you're gonna have the haters out there. And you gotta have thick skin to deal with individuals over social media, and whatnot. So getting to 1,000 subscribers is a grind. You gotta promote. You gotta do videos every day. Promote your videos, and if you're talking about, let's just say if you're talking about food. If you're talking about food, get into groups on Facebook that deals with food. You promote those videos on food in those groups. You understand? If you're talking about sports, get into those groups on Facebook and promote videos on sports. That's the angle. Promoting it and marketing, and whatnot. You said, let's not talk about the 4,000 watch hours. Well, see, I don't know with YouTube, man, when they say you got to get up to 50 subscribers in order to go live, because that's where your watch time hours is at with the lives. That's where it's at. Even if you have 2 people watching, it can really build up your watch time hours, and whatnot. You know what I mean? So that's where it's at, with the watch time, the lives, the long lives, for sure. You know what I mean? So y'all go subscribe to Truth Talk, 440, 4040 YouTube channel if y'all like. All right. What's Anthony Nelson says, I know dreams come through a multitude of business, but my dreams lately are really scary, and I better start saying my prayers a little harder. Excuse me. Dreams. Wow, that's something deep right there, man. My recommendation is speaking to a preacher, man, about that. Yeah, I mean, or there's a video out there. I'm not sure if I put it out on the third channel where as though PJ talks about dreams. I don't know yet. I gotta double check that. What up to Cell Express? Shout out to you. He says, greetings, hope all is well of the saints. Let's continue to pray for PJ and the ministers and the body of Christ. Driver Expert says, I was shocked that 40,000 watch hours can decrease. What do you mean by that? What you mean can decrease? I don't get that part right there. You know what I mean? Because if I do, if I'm a beginner and I have over 50 subscribers, and then I go live for like 3 hours, you know what I mean? That could get me a lot of watch time hours. Are you saying those watch time hours? Oh, you says after 360 days. Oh, I mean, if you got an opportunity to go live and you got 360 days to do it, you should get 4,000, I say, within a month. You know what I mean? Some can get it in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Depends how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You can get that in 2 weeks. You know, once you get your 50 subscribers and stuff like that, that 4,000 can come easy if you're doing them long lives. You know what I mean? Them long lives, especially if you're doing on a mobile phone, because a lot of people got mobile phones more so than laptops. So, because different people could come scrolling in your live from all across the world. Even if you got 10 people watching, if you got 10 people watching, it may be 10 different people every second. That's another thing. See, people don't realize that. Even if you have 5 people for a whole hour, you don't know. It could be a different 5 people every second. You understand? So doing the lives on a mobile definitely helps, for the most part. You know, for those who want to increase their watch time, in general, you know. But I think when you do it on a computer, I think YouTube may promote it more. I think it depends, you know. Patricia said generations under baby boomers are brought up with electronics and we command them. Our wise experience and young people innovate experiences unmatched time, you wrote. All right, Anthony Nelson says, if you have good topics, people are going to be interested in your channel and follow you. That is true. That's true, for sure. You know what I mean? Interesting topics. How you talk to the people. You know what I mean? How you present yourself. How you connect with the people. You know what I mean? If you got other social media platforms out there, you know, it helps, also. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of creative things that, you know, one could do when it comes to doing social media. But like somebody said earlier about consistency, you have to be consistent. You know what I mean? Especially if you first starting out. You know what I mean? It has to be an everyday thing. You know what I mean? Whether it's with the YouTube shorts, videos, if you can do the lives, that too. And whatnot. You know what I mean? But once you get the gist of it, man, it becomes like second nature. You know what I mean? And you never know. You know, some people do YouTube in a car. You know what I mean? Some people do YouTube at work or wherever. You know what I mean? All right. What up to Shannon? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What up to Ernest Beard? You said, is it burning out too? I don't know what you mean by that. You might be on in a different part of the world somewhere because it's kind of chilly out here in general, right? What up to Cali Boy 78, aka Prodigal Son? Yeah, man, we got about, I don't know how much time we got left, but we're just chopping it up with the people, talking about a variety of things at Mr. Cali Boy. Hope all is well with you. Anthony Nelson says, "Do you get paid for your channel?" Huh? Do you get paid for your channel? Well, let me say this. Let me say this. I want to answer this in a because I know there's a lot of newsy people out here, and I know them people be watching too. Dumb people. I'm going to say this. People do get paid for things that's on their YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, if they putting out certain content, videos, shorts, lives, whatever, yeah, I mean, they can get paid for it. Whether it's from the commercials, whether they selling clothes, it's other stuff that they can get paid for. It's not just the videos. It's other features on YouTube that they can get paid for, and whatnot. Me personally, I'm not gonna answer that question directly about my channel because them people is probably watching, you know. But I will say this, yeah, I mean, if you're working hard at social media, you can benefit from it. I will say that, but it's not easy. It takes a lot of hard work, you know. Even when you're off social media, you might be at home for an hour or two editing a video. You know what I mean? You might be just editing, making sure everything is right, making sure this is cut out, the transition is right, the volume is right, all that. And I don't only do YouTube. You know what I mean? We still got Facebook we're doing. We still got Daily Motion. We still got Rumble.com. I haven't even put up on Instagram in a long time. You know what I mean? Or TikTok in a long time. So there's other platforms out there, you know? So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. Driver Expert says, you feel burnt out without results, even though your videos can be good. And it can happen. It can happen. You know what I mean? It can happen. But you got to keep pressing. You got to keep pushing. That's because people like that are not promoting their videos. You have to promote and you have to market your videos. You have to. You know what I mean? That's what I do. You know what I mean? For those who are on Facebook and in the groups, they see that I personally share videos. I personally upload the videos and stuff like that myself. And, shout out to other individuals out there like Christopher Span, Marvin Elliott, that's B. Holy, Jay Williams, Mark Perry from the Bronx Temple, Abraham Aviles from the Florida Temple. They promote the videos also on Facebook because it's just a quick share. Now, YouTube is not a quick share on here. Facebook is a quick share. Facebook allows a person to share to 10 groups at one time. That's a good feature. But it has to be through Facebook. If you share in YouTube all day, every day, they might flag you. You know what I mean? If it's not uploaded material to their platform, you know what I mean? And you can't spam. You have to know how to do it, and it takes a while. It could take a lot of time, but once you get the hang of it, you can easily get it done. You know what I mean? So yes, people may put out videos and they might not get results and stuff like that. It doesn't. For a lot of people, it don't happen overnight. It takes work. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of work. The guy I show Speed, that YouTuber, took him a lot of work. Mr. Beast took him a lot of work. You understand? Took these guys a lot of work to get where they are right now in these days. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an overnight thing. And even to those um, who channel may grow quick, cause it can happen like that also. It can happen like that also. You still have to be consistent. Job experts and other platforms are not popular like YouTube. Facebook is. Facebook. He says, and I think YouTube got popular in 2020 in C19 days. It started getting popular. Maybe years to come, a job will be social media content creation. It's a job for a lot of people. I mean, Mr. Beast, he made millions off of social media. I Show Speed, they're millionaires off of social media. You know what I mean? DJ Vlad, millionaire off of social media. You know what I mean? So you could make millions off of social media and whatnot, but I wouldn't bank on social media forever. You know what I mean? Get what you can get and get up out of there. You know what I mean? Because you never know what can happen. You know, I think TikTok shut down one time. And there's some individuals out there that was getting millions off of TikTok. But when it shut down, just for that little bit of time, they lost a lot of money from that. Cali Boys, you said Mr. Beast has health issues too. Mr. Beast, let me look at that. What's wrong with Mr. Beast? Oh, he got Crohn's disease. It says Mr. Beast got Crohn's disease. All right. You also stated that it's a long process. Oh yeah. Social media, it could be a long process. You got to have a lot of patience. Yeah, I mean, you can't get frustrated because if you make a video, you get one view. That can happen. You know what I mean? If you got good content. I'm talking about good content, not foolish content. Good content. Cooking videos, workout videos, educational videos. If you're in the medical field, anything that's positive and whatnot. You know what I mean? But you have to promote. You know what I mean? That's where it's at, promoting and marketing. You know what I mean? The promoting and marketing that's every day, all day. You got to promote and market every day, all day. You know what I mean? And with promoting your videos, you know, or with doing social media, negativity comes. You're going to have people hating. You know what I mean? Whether it's those you don't know or even those who you do know. You know what I mean? But you got to come up with what type of mission you want. What is your goals on social media? What do you want to accomplish when you're putting out these social media videos? What do you want to accomplish? You want to accomplish getting a check? You want to accomplish encouraging people? Listen, if people want to come on social media to get a check, hey, that's what you want to do, hey, that's on you. You put in the work, hey, whatever. You know what I mean? I believe anybody who puts in work on social media, listen, if you want to check, that's on you. You deserve it. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody sitting down with you at the table editing videos. That's work. Ain't nobody sitting at the table while you turning your camera on, spending your internet, spending money on the internet. You know what I mean? Spending money on software and things like that. Nobody at the table with you. So anybody out there who's putting up good content, yes, I think you deserve a check. You understand? For the work that you do. All right? True Talk says supposed to do what you love doing, so you get paid or not, it don't matter. Oh yeah, some people, you know, they have YouTube channels and they don't want to get paid. I mean, hey, that's cool. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. That's fun. If you want to put out, I like the cooking videos. I do like that. What's that cat name? Bernard Harrison. The man that be baptizing chicken. Him. Yeah, I mean, he's a True for God follower, I believe. Yeah, I mean, look what he did with his social media. You know what I'm saying? His social media took off. It took a while. I saw on Facebook where though he used to deliver food to people's houses before he started that stuff, you know, Now look at him. He started delivering. He started off delivering food to people's houses. You know, it took him work to get where he's at now. You know what I mean? All right. Truth Talk says he said that chicken be golden. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I wanted to check out his food. I thought he had a restaurant, but he has a catering business. You know what I mean? And that's cool. Shout out to him. For the most part, those out there in South Carolina, at the South Carolina Temple, and whatnot. The brothers and sisters out there. Anthony Nelson says politics is a good topic. Politics. I don't really touch on too much politics, but it depends. It all depends. You know, we talk about politics. It's gonna be a bunch of Trump supporters coming on and stuff like that. So I mean, hey, whatever a person want to talk about, if they're good with politics, that's cool. You know, whatever you think is cool to talk about, whatever type of audience you want, because it's different type of audiences out there. You got politics, you got religion, somebody said relationships, you got people who like to talk about relationships all day. I like to talk about a variety of things. So I could touch different audiences and whatnot. You know what I mean? You also gotta know the audience of YouTube. YouTube audience and Facebook audience is different. YouTube audience is more interactive. Facebook is not too much interactive, but Facebook do promote a little bit better. I will say that. All right, what's up to Herd Wise? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Matchup says, "Oh, you're laughing at Trump supporters." Oh yeah, once you start talking about politics, you got the Trump supporters, you got the Charlie Kirk supporters, you got people like that. You know what I mean? Do I support Trump? No, I don't support Trump. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? I don't support that. I don't support Donald Trump. I don't do that. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I don't vote neither. You know what I mean? And I'm not. Hey, if people out there vote, Mr. Ham, he support Trump. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mr. Ham. He support Trump and whatnot. You know, that's what he does. Patricia says Somalia issue. What are you referring to? Somalia issue. What's going on with that one? Matchup says he's been doing well. So you saying Donald Trump has been doing well? Well with what? You know what I mean? What you talk about doing well and whatnot? Doing well with what? With trying to get people out the country and whatnot? Separating families? That's what you're talking about? Let me know. What's up to Anita Jackson? You says, greetings all, just checking in. I pray you all are excited about service, and I pray you all have a wonderful day, whether you're working or you're off this Sunday. Be blessed, you wrote. So back to you at matchups. You mentioned Donald Trump doing well. I would never support Donald Trump. Never. Unless he turns himself over to the righteous way. You understand? Then maybe. All right, Patricia says Donald Trump called them garbage and want them out of Minnesota. That's a crazy situation. Because even ICE is bothering U.S. citizens. If a U.S. citizen tip off somebody about ICE, ICE will bother that U.S. citizen. That happened in North Carolina and whatnot. You know what I mean? I don't support that at all. You understand? At least, listen, help them out to try to get citizenship over here. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. If they're doing the righteous thing, if they're working, if they're providing for their family and stuff like that, help them out to get the right paperwork and whatnot. You know? Herd Wise says, I never knew Mr. Ham is down with MAGA. I didn't know that either until he mentioned it. All right, Robin Harris says Trump is blowing up ships full of drugs along with the people. Can't stand what he got ICE doing. Oh yeah, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Patricia says they voted for him. They? Who they? You talking about the ones who he's kicking out? And perhaps they did. They probably didn't know that that was going to happen to them. Let's see if the individuals vote for him if he has another chance to become president. Yeah, I mean, but politics, religion, and politics are two of the most topics that can start a physical fight among people. Religion and politics, and whatnot, especially politics. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why people go crazy like that over politics and religion. For the most part, you said Somalians have great food though. Somalians have great food. You wrote. Mm. Well, I never had their food, never tried their food, and I wouldn't mind trying it. For the most part. All right. Appreciate that, Anthony Nelson. Shout out to you. What's up to DYS? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Let's see what else we got. We got a couple more minutes left. And then we're going to knock off a couple of more minutes left. So if you got any last closing remarks, feel free to leave it in the chat room. In general, Bruce says a stream when you were out in your truck was a nice change and fun to watch. A change, he says a change now and then is good for sure. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I haven't done that in a while. Patricia says, why vote for corruption and lies? I mean, some people are like that. They just will vote for that. You says, is PJ going live later today? I mean, I would hope. I would hope he is. I would say that. I would hope so, you know. A lot of people is anticipating that in general. You know, so we're going to wrap this thing up. And, we'll see if we come on later. You know what I'm saying? With a recap, whether on here or on the first channel. Peace, peace, peace. As Suzanne Miller, Sister T said, looking forward to today's message. Peace and blessings, Brother Tony and fam. Appreciate that for sure. So God bless everybody out there. And hope to catch y'all later. In general, God bless everybody out there. I'm out. Peace.